Thanks for tuning in. Today we're going to be reviewing the Magicshine Seemee 50 Smart Bike Taillight. Magicshine Seemee taillights offer everything from low budget options to high powered dual optic taillights. In this review, we're going to be looking at one of their latest additions, the Magicshine Seemee 50, which is an affordable taillight that's bright enough for most applications. Packaging wise, you have the nice orange and black finish that we see with a lot of Magicshine products, a glossy representation of the taillight right on the front, specs on the side and back as well. Let's go ahead and take it out of that box and we'll go over the specs. So retail price on this is only $24.99, so very affordable. And with $24.99 you get 50 lumens, which is impressive. You have their Optillumin lens, which is their new design that we're starting to see with some of their newer Seemee taillights. And it's this extruded transparent lens, which gives it a really unique appearance. You also have a 430 milliamp battery on the inside with USB Type-C charging. Runtime is up to 30.5 hours in the eco mode. Then you have an ambient light sensor as well. So it supports a smart mode. So when it's on that specific smart mode, it will switch depending on the environment. The other cool feature here is you have the group sync. So if you have multiple of these and you get within 10 meters, they'll actually sync up the flash patterns. So you get a nice consistent design that really looks cool when you're in a group and gets the attention of other drivers. In terms of what comes with this, obviously we have the tail light. We have two mounting straps, so basic rubber strap here, and then a second smaller one on the inside. USB Type-C charging cable to charge the light, and the user manual. Now let's take a look at the weight of the setup. So the light with the strap, that comes in at 28 grams. The Magicshine Seemee 50 is a compact rear taillight that utilizes a slim rectangular profile with modern COB LEDs and USB Type-C charging. While it's not the brightest light in the Seemee lineup, it's probably one of the coolest looking in our opinion. You have this transparent lens, and when the light is off, it looks really cool. So it almost looks more modern than a standard taillight. You don't have any red until the light's actually on. This actually uses their Optillumin lens design, and that's shared with the Semee 20 V2. So when the light's off, it looks transparent. Then when it's on, it actually reflects at the edges with this engraving on the edge of the lens. So you can see even from 260 degrees, you can still see the light. And that's a really nice design feature. So you definitely want to be visible not just from the rear, but from side angles as well. You can see it's a COB LED with this nice illumination pattern. There's single LEDs on the inside, and they're all lit up in unison depending on which mode you're in. The mount on this has a basic hook and rubber strap design. So you simply wrap this around and go over the edge. You can see the back has this little rubber attachment so it won't scratch up your seat post, and a little bit of curvature so it should handle flat or rounded seat posts without an issue. It's not our favorite design. We'd prefer a Garmin or lock-in design, but with the small size of this, it makes a lot of sense. And it's very lightweight. On the bottom, you can actually see the ambient light sensor. So this actually detects the ambient light around you. It automatically switches the mode when you're in the smart mode, so between day and night. That's one of the coolest features of the Seemee light, so it automatically switches, so you don't really have to do anything. You can see underneath the little rubber piece here, we have a USB Type-C charging port. Again, nice modern interface, so you can reuse your existing cables. And then you just have to push it down for weather protection. You get IPX6, which is really nice so this can handle water and rain without an issue. Basic Magicshine branding on the sides, and then a single power button on the top. As with the other Seemee lights, when you tap it, you'll actually get a little color indicator. It's a 3-level battery indicator. It's not that granular. It's green when you're 21 to 100%, and then it'll go red or flashing red depending on the other ones, but it's nice to have. It actually lets you check the battery rather than relying on a low battery status light. A hold on this will turn the light on. And there's basically 4 main modes. So you have 2 constant modes and then the smart mode as well as a flash option. So pretty simple, but they've also added a secondary menu, which is kind of cool. So if I double press, this will go in the group ride mode. I'm not sure why they really split it off. Usually it's the same. But now with it being separate, you can actually see the blue indicator indicates I'm in group mode, and it's a lot more obvious. Before, you could kind of mix it up with the other flash modes, but now you have the color indicator, and then it's separated from the main menu. If you do a single press, again, you can see it'll cycle through the options. You have mode memory too, so whatever mode you put it on and then turn it off in, it'll always come back in, so very user-friendly and simple design. Now let's take a look at the Semee 50 output modes. You have two constant modes, a low and a high, with high being 15 lumens and 3 hours of runtime. Then you have a couple flash modes. Breathing is a nice gentle in and out motion, so it goes from 0 to 15. Then you have smart mode, which actually has two components, a daytime flash, which is great for daytime, and then nighttime, which is a low to high flash, and automatically switches between the two. Group ride is a lower powered flash mode that's great for use in a peloton or a group ride. And the other cool feature about that is the group sync. So as you can see here, once you have group ride enabled and you have another Semee 50 in the area, they'll automatically pair up, so the flash modes are perfectly in sync, and this makes you look like a larger group, and it's a lot more pleasant to ride behind. So a really cool feature, it all automatically works. It has a proximity sensor, and it automatically syncs up the flash modes. Otherwise, it's a nice taillight. It's not the brightest on the market, and doesn't have long distance visibility, but it works really well for commuting or other uses. Now let's compare the Semee 50 with other taillights on the market. We have the new Semee 300, and you can see they both share that same exposed or extruded transparent lens design. So with both of them, you can see until you turn them on, they look nice and transparent. And when they turn on, you have the nice reflection of the COB LED. Obviously, the 300 is quite a bit more expensive. You have the downward facing LED and 300 lumens versus 50. So the nice thing about the 50 is it's a lot more compact, and you can see half the size, but not quite as many features. The Semee 150 and 200 are also quite bulky, so I think the 50 is a nice affordable option that gives you a more slim taillight that you can just hide. There's other taillights like the Bontrager Flare, double or triple the price depending on which one you buy, but you can see quite a bit more square, similar thickness as the extruded lens on this does add some, even though it looks transparent. And you have more features like the Bluetooth connectivity. Knog has some cool ones. The R150 here, you can see has a COB LED design, but again thicker. So it's slimmer, but wider, and that gives you a bigger face with a focused LED here for longer visibility. So if you want long visibility from longer distances, I'd recommend something with a focused LED like the other Semees or like this Knog here, as that improves the visibility because that's a lot more focused. So when you're a mile away, you're really not going to see the COB LED, you're going to see that single focused LED. Now let's go over the pros and cons for the Semee 50. What we like about it is that it has a very budget-friendly price at only $25. And despite that budget price, you still have the smart mode, which automatically switches between daytime flash and a nighttime flash using the ambient light sensor. It's a really convenient feature and just lets you leave it on that mode and just ride. You also have a unique extruded clear lens design that really makes it stand out and reflects the pattern of the COB LED, so you have great side visibility. The main negative for this light is the fact that it does lack long distance visibility. The COB LEDs aren't really visible from longer distances. It would have been great to have a focused LED like the Semee 150, 200, or 300. Taking everything into account, we'd give the Semee 50 a 9.3 out of 10. It's a nice, affordable, yet high-tech, smart rear taillight. Thanks for watching this review. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You can see more content from us on our website at thesweetcyclist.com, as well as follow us on Instagram at thesweetcyclist. This is The Sweet Cyclist reminding you to enjoy the ride.